This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the knees. We keeping a foot on the what? On the knees. Let's talk about it, man. Derrick James is sitting there and basically looking at this situation like, okay. All right, Terence Crawford. I done warned you. You see, this shoe shining shit that you do, this switch hitting shit, this dumb fucking shit that you do, you about to learn. This shit don't work against elite level competition like Errol Spence. This shit don't work against guys like Errol Spence that can draw you leagues and leagues underwater. This shit doesn't work against guys that are too technically and fundamentally sound. This is why Derrick James is laughing. He's sitting there looking at Errol Spence looking back at him like, does this motherfucker not know what we about to fucking do to his ass? Let me say it again. No. Let Derrick James say that again. And let Errol Spence say it again. So hear these motherfuckers and hear these motherfuckers motherfucking wells. Because these motherfuckers are sitting here and looking at each other like, did he not know what's about to happen? That's why Errol Spence look at Terence Crawford on the side. When somebody looks at you on the side, they don't look at you straight up. It's one or two things. It's either they're scared of you. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. Go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. We know that's not the case. But we know that Errol Spence don't respect Terence Crawford. Have you guys looked at Terence Crawford's hand? He's already been bit. I'm telling you guys, look at the background. Look at the marking. Look at the blood that's already been drawn. That shit went over a lot of people's heads. It went over a lot of Rudy Poo and Plum Braids heads. It went over a lot of classic Doden Troglodyte heads. It went over a lot of ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric heads. But the real G's, the super real G's, the ultimate real G's out here in these boxing streets, they looking at the picture line like, damn, it's always He Knows Everything that's bringing you that what? That heat and that fire. And keeping the foot on the what? On the knees. And keeping the foot on the what? On the knees. It took him to reveal that to us. It took him to show that to us. It took him to enlighten us. Terence Crawford's already been bitten by the shark. Just the fact that he's in the mere presence of Errol Spence, he's already drawing blood. Come July 29th, the drawing of the blood is going to be finalized. The drawing of the blood is going to be totalized. The drawing of the blood is going to be what we call concluded. Because at the end of the day, a megalodon shark has to dominate the ecosystem. It's designed to do that. So much so that it dies of its own starvation, of dire straits, because it's obliterated everything in fucking sight. It's ate everything in its own ecosystem. And if it doesn't go into another ecosystem, i.e. Errol Spence going into another weight class or division, then the megalodon shark dies off of its own volition. Not because it has a predator. We've told you this already, and we've said it time and time again. A megalodon shark has no predator. It is the fucking predator. Now, when you look at this background and you see Terence Crawford's already drawn blood, if you are subconsciously, if you are subliminally, if you are what we call a deep and critical thinker, you actually have a corpus callosum, you actually have a cerebellum, you actually have a medulla oblongata, you can actually say, well, damn, he knows everything. Bullshit. Terence Crawford is already showcasing signs that he's affected. Terence Crawford's already showcasing that Errol Spence plowed him through and through. Terence Crawford's already showcasing that he's giving you early onset of bulldozing. He's giving you early onset of steamrolling. He's giving you early onset of plowing. He's giving you early onset of damage. Because that cut on his arm, that's not by design. If you notice every press conference with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford's never had no damn cut on himself. But how come when he gets next to the shark, he gets a cut? If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. If you want smoke, it's free. But you can't smoke for free. You gotta understand, the smoke is not free. The smoke gotta charge and tax your ass. But at the same time, the smoke is going to do what it's going to do. Once the smoke becomes that heat and that fire, through the Megalodon shark comes through. And when he comes through, ain't time to play. The head getting bit off. The arms getting severed. The legs are getting separated. Terence Crawford is going to get put out on a fucking stretcher. Every punch is going to remind Terence Crawford why he never should have called out Errol the True Spence. Every punch is going to remind Terence Crawford why he should have never be a Chihuahua barking behind the damn fence. Every punch is going to remind Terence Crawford you had no place, no positioning. You should have ducked and you should have acted like you never called out Errol the True Spence. You should have played it smart. You should have waited until Errol the True Spence cleared the welterweight division so that you can then show up. But see, he don't get it. Because he's a Negro that's missing a few fucking screws. Well, guess what? At the end of this fight, he's going to be missing every fucking screw. Let me say it again. He's a Negro that's missing a few fucking screws. But at the end of this fight, he's going to be missing every fucking screw. So when it's all said and done, look at that picture in the background. Pay attention to it. Blood has already been drawn. July 29th is going to be basically the nail on the coffin. The Megalodon shark is ready to come to the table, eat his fucking food. And the food is he's going to smoke bud packs. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Neeks. I keeps the foot on the what? On the Neeks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.